All right. Hey, everybody. So welcome. I am going to be talking about how to have a successful mindset, and I'm going to be focusing on some very specific essential oils. So if you have these 10 essential oils or any of them, that would be great to have them as I am talking about them because you can use them as I'm talking about them. And if you don't have them, that's okay. You can either get them if you have a Young Living account, and if you don't, I will help you get them. So as I said, we're going to be talking about how to have a successful mindset. And this topic is such a core part of my business. My business is almost 12 years old, Manifested Harmony. And I have realized since starting my business, as well as the years leading up to it in getting all of my trainings, that your mindset will make or break you. And sometimes I get mad at that, and other times I am thankful that I know that. So hopefully this information is going to be beneficial to you. And if I say anything that triggers an emotion in you, that is an emotion that needs to be healed. If you get triggered by something, that is telling you exactly what to work on. And we have oils for everything. All right. So my name is Allie Phillips. I'm the owner of Manifested Harmony. And I have been an attorney for over 28 years. I'm a former prosecuting attorney specializing in animal protection and family violence cases. I have spent almost my entire legal career teaching and educating other criminal justice professionals, and I still do that. I am also the founder and CEO of Sheltering Animals and Families Together, which is a nonprofit helping domestic violence shelters to create on-site pet housing, because that is a core part of my legal specialty, is getting people and their pets to safety. I'm also the author of the Oily Pet book, the Oily Crystal book, and the Oily Crystal Masterclass, which I'll talk about in a second. I founded Manifested Harmony in April of 2011, so I'm coming up on my 12th anniversary, which is awesome. And I have, I always lose track. I think I have 7 certifications. I am certified as a master teacher in several energy healing techniques. I'm an advanced crystal master teacher. I'm a certified health coach, certified life coach, and I bring it all together as a holistic wellness mentor. And I'm also a Young Living brand partner. So before we get into the topic, if you have not taken the Oily Crystal Masterclass, if you love essential oils, if you love crystals, maybe you have the Oily Crystal book and you want to go deeper, this 8-hour class and 70-page workbook takes you deep to demystify the benefits of them, of the oils and the crystals individually, but also blending them and then pairing them, which those are 2 different things that I explain in the class. So just for being a part of this class, if you use coupon code 10 off, you'll get 10% off of that class. So I really hope you take it. It's an on-demand class. You can do it at your leisure, go through it, but it will completely change how you look at essential oils. And if you love crystals, it'll change that. And even if you don't have crystals or understand them, this will really help you understand oils at a deeper level. And I also would like to tell you about my Sacred Shift community and invite you to take a look at this. And this is a community that is near and dear to my heart because I literally have pulled together everything that I have learned since I started this journey in 2006. And I bring it all together in the Sacred Shift to help people understand that the energies are changing around us. And so if you're feeling depleted, stressed, stuck, struggling, angry, you have all these emotions, you feel like you're going nowhere fast, you have dreams and goals and nothing's happening and you're getting frustrated, we go through it all in this. So I highly encourage you to check it out. We meet twice a month and we learn how to flow with the energies. So it's a pretty awesome group, and we are in our third year. We are in our third year. So Kathy, thank you for that testimony about the Oily Crystal Masterclass. I appreciate that. All right, so let's dive into our topic. I've got Rudy on the back of the chair. We'll see if he stays here the whole time, right, Rudy? Yep, you're a good boy. He loves being in our Zoom meetings here. All right, so of course I forgot to bring the book up here, you guys. I can't believe I forgot the book. Anyway, I got this topic from a book called How to Own a Successful Mindset by Gretchen Ann King, who is a Young Living Royal Crown Diamond in Hong Kong. It's an awesome book. And, you know, for anybody who is here or listening to the recording and you are not in Young Living, if you get started, reach out to me. If you want to reach out to me, I will help you get started and I will give you a copy of this book. Okay. I'm not replicating the book because that would be a violation of copyright, but she gave me such great ideas with the essential oils that she wrote about in the book. And I did have to change one out because one is no longer being made. But I have taught about successful mindset and I talk about it all the time. And I still find that a lot of people are struggling. They're struggling with it. And so, I mean, the question, I'd love to see your answers in the chat. What does it mean to have a successful mindset? Like, what is it? What do you think a successful mindset is? If you want to type that in the chat, I'd love to hear your thoughts on that. And no answer is wrong. No answer is wrong. All right, I'm going to open up the chat so I can see. All right, I'm going to give it a couple seconds here. A successful mindset is where you have balance and joy in your life. Yeah. And because you have balance and joy, that comes from a successful mindset. Yeah, that's one good answer. Absolutely. All right, anybody else want to guess? Because I love asking people this and I get a lot of blank stares. So having a successful mindset, it's a growth mindset that is focused on being the best version of yourself. So Brian Tracy is a success coach. He's an author. He's connected with Hay House Publishing, if you've ever heard of him. And he broke it down into 5 different aspects of what it means to have a successful mindset. It's about taking responsibility for your life, whether good or bad, and making changes where needed. So if something's going wrong, it's taking responsibility that you can change it. Okay, so that's number 1. Number 2, it's determining what does success mean to you, because what it means to you may be very different than what it means to your best friend or to your sibling. Number 3, it's connecting with your intuition and trusting your decisions so that you don't get stuck because you're fearful or indecisive. So it's connecting with your intuition, trusting your decisions, and going forward. Number 4, it's having a positive attitude. And that's a big topic, but it's stopping yourself from defaulting to negativity. And I'm going to talk about that a little deeper. And number 5, it's the ability to improve yourself through change and taking action and being willing to fail, but you keep trying, because failure is not failure. If you fail at something, it's a lesson, it's a learning lesson. And you're like, okay, I'm not going to do that again. Let me do something different. So failure really isn't failure. Failure in how we know it is when you stop and you give up. So number 5, it's the ability to improve yourself because you change. You're not afraid of change. You take action and you're willing to fail, but you keep going. So how does mindset impact your life? Well, here's the short answer. Look around your life and it's a reflection of your mindset. That can be a really bitter pill to swallow. And the first time I learned about that, I mean, my gosh, this was, 17, 18 years ago. I looked around my life. I mean, I was full-time legal work in DC, teaching prosecutors, doing work that I loved. But my mindset was not the best because of the topics that I was dealing with in my career. And so, if you look at people that you deem successful, they are likely not negative or fearful. They actually go for what they want. Let's pick a famous, successful person. Oprah. Do you think she has a negative, fearful mindset and gets stuck and sits at home all day and worries like, oh my gosh, what are people going to think if I do that? No, she doesn't do that. She doesn't do that because she's always working on improving herself, taking action, and being willing to fail. Every second of the day, we make decisions based on our mindset in that moment. Our mindset can fluctuate all day long, but we will either default to lack, which is fear, or success, which is abundance. So do your thoughts, and I really want you to think about this, do your thoughts instantly go to the reasons why you can't do something? Do your thoughts instantly go to the worst case scenario where you worry and you have fear? Or do your thoughts go to possibilities and curiosity and taking chances and saying yes too many times and giving without a thought? Having a successful mindset is about having an abundant mindset. And abundance is not solely related to money. Every aspect of our life has an energy of lack or abundance, and you get to choose. It's not genetic. It's not encoded at the genetic level, and you're screwed and you can't change it. You can change it. So whether we have a lack or an abundance mindset will determine how we relate to everything that we have, all the opportunities that come our way, all the possibilities, how we set goals, how we achieve them, how we dream, how we plan, our relationships, how we give and receive love, whether we're charitable, whether we have gratitude, whether we're kind, including being kind to ourselves. We all want to think that we have a positive, abundant mindset, but deep down, you know where your mindset is based upon the life that you have created and the primary emotions that you default to. So if you've ever studied the law of attraction, maybe it worked with your conscious intentions, but maybe it didn't. Law of attraction is not just about wanting something and sitting at home with a positive mindset, praying that something's going to happen. It's really understanding how your mindset works. So our mindset comes from our subconscious, our beliefs that are instilled in us very early in life. We have core beliefs that are instilled in us before the age of 7, before you even know what is being imprinted in you by family, by school, by religions, by institutions, by government. And so our mindset comes from our subconscious that directs the beliefs, that directs the decisions and our behavior and our actions. And mindset comes as a thought that is actually neutral until we assign an emotion to it. So a thought can be changed. So when we look at mindset starts with belief, that belief creates a thought. The thought creates a feeling. The feeling creates an action or non-action. And that creates a result. And that result creates a self-fulfilling belief. So is that self-fulfilling belief that this doesn't work, I can't get anything right, or yeah, this is awesome, it worked, let's do the next thing. So let me break it down. So your mindset is a direct result of your programming as a child before the age of 7. And you are literally making minute by minute decisions based on very old programming from other people, schools, religions, institutions, governments, media. And if you knew about these programs, you likely would not adopt them now based on your age and your position in life. But this is subconscious programming that most people are unaware of or unwilling to work on because it almost seems like a big chore and people often don't want to deal with it. They just think, well, this is just the way I am. I'm a worrier. A worry does nothing for you. It's literally the duck who is flapping its legs so fast under the water and just spinning in circles. Worry gets you nowhere at all. So your mindset can either imprison you within steel walls with limiting beliefs or set you free to expand your gifts and live a fulfilled life. And even though beliefs are programmed into us very early in life, you have the choice to change them. So do you believe in yourself and what you're capable of creating? I hope your default answer, I hope that little voice in your head just said yes. So let's talk about how this works. It starts with the thought. Your beliefs create thoughts about what you experience throughout the day. Your thoughts can be starting with words, I can't, I don't, I can't afford that. I don't have enough time. I don't have enough credentials. I don't have enough education. I don't have enough knowledge. I don't know enough people. I don't have good relationships. I'm not good enough. I'm all alone. I have to work hard to earn money. I am overwhelmed. I worry all the time. These are thoughts, flat out thoughts. And they are stories that we tell ourselves and we believe that they're true. That thought, you can change. You can switch it into a positive thought. And I'm going to talk about the oils that you can smell that will start changing the frequency and the brain waves so that you can start using affirmations and change that because you can change beliefs. We all grow up and we all can change. But that thought will then bring on a feeling. So when a thought is negative, it creates a negative feeling because thoughts by themselves are neutral. But we assign a feeling to them. And so when they're negative, it's a negative feeling. But when thoughts are positive, they bring empowered feelings. And our brain is hardwired to avoid negative feelings. So whenever we have a thought that creates a negative feeling, we will make an excuse to not do something and avoid the situation. And a lot of people do this with New Year's goals. They have this grand goal that they really want to achieve. And the first time they have an uncomfortable thought, the brain is hardwired to say, don't go there. It's making you uncomfortable. And you can kiss your goal goodbye. So this is why motivational speakers are so skilled because they bring up emotions in people and people will make decisions from emotions, not from facts. So in that moment, they're making decisions like, yes, I'm going to go for that goal and I'm going to invest in that $20,000 coaching program. And then literally the next day, when you're out of that energy, you're back to normal because you haven't worked on the thought process. So those feelings from the thought will create action or non-action. When a feeling is negative, it's going to result in non-action because we're going to sabotage the situation. That's what the brain does. But when a feeling is positive, you're on fire. It's like you are at that Tony Robbins event and you are jumping up and down with 20,000 other people. And you're like, yeah, I'm going to walk across fire. And this is awesome. I'm going to start my business and I'm going to write a book and I'm going to do all these great things. 2 days later, you're at home, back to normal. Forgot all about it. But in that moment, you had a positive, empowered feeling and you were ready to take action. Okay. From the action are results. Results are a direct correlation of the action or the non-action. If you don't take action, you will have no results. If you take action, you will. And this is why so many people have not found that secret to manifesting the law of attraction, because they thought they could sit at home with a positive mindset and get what they wanted. They could sit at home with affirmations and a vision board and pray. No, that may get you into a frequency, but you only get results with action. Without action, things stay the same. They don't get better, and they often get worse. And then they create a self-fulfilling prophecy where that little voice inside your head says, I told you so. You set that goal last year and you didn't do a darn thing. And you set it again this year, and sure enough, it's what, December 24th, and you've already given up. This is why so many goals are never achieved. This is why a successful mindset is so challenging for a lot of people. And it's not because they don't have skills. It's not because they don't have something successful to achieve. It's because they didn't work on the belief that created the thought, that created the feeling, that created the non-action and created the result. Our brain is programmed to choose fear over freedom and to choose lack over abundance, but you can change it. You can absolutely change it. And I know this because I've seen it and I've experienced it. So, having a successful mindset is important for all areas of your life: physical, emotional, mental, spiritual. If you are chronically complaining and talking about your aches and your pains and your illnesses and your irritable bowel syndrome and how you were diagnosed with a horrible disease 5 years ago, and yeah, you got over it and you healed your body, but you're still talking disease into your body, it will actually bring you more of what you talk about, because complaining and negative words will embed negative energy in the body. If you are constantly emotionally triggered by what others do, you have unwanted negative emotions that need to be released. Otherwise, those emotions will wreak havoc on you and create physical problems. So emotions like fear, guilt, shame, anger, resentment, powerlessness, the list can go on. It will stop your goals and dreams in their tracks. And you will not have a successful mindset if you're being triggered emotionally. If you continue to harbor limiting beliefs and limiting mindsets, and if you're using words like I can't and I don't, because you listen to that little ego voice trying to keep you small, it's going to create a very small life, a very unfulfilled life with negative emotions, which will then impact the physical body. You won't be able to take the steps because that voice is literally stopping you. It's powerful. And so you're going to feel very unfulfilled. And then you feel very disconnected from life, from people, from your surroundings, from God, from spirit, from earth. And you feel like life is happening to you rather than for you and working for you. So it will just create a negative energy about everything. Like gratitude will not be present at all. And so when you're disconnected spiritually, it impacts your belief system. Your belief system impacts your emotions, and your emotions impact your physical body. When you can get these lined up aligned, balanced, you start to have a successful mindset because you feel connected spiritually. You're working on your limiting mindsets. No human is ever perfect, but you're working on it. And that's the thing. We're here to work on ourselves. So you're working on it and you're resolving unwanted emotions. You're doing what you need to do. And physically, you're starting to feel better. And all of that relates to a successful mindset. So a successful mindset is a growth mindset that influences all areas of your life because you are willing to grow. When you grow, you change. People who are afraid of change are not growing, and if you're not growing, you're dying. But if you are in a growth mindset, you welcome change because what you're changing are the things that you want to change. We all have things that we want to change. We don't really need to fix ourselves, but we all want to be the best version that we can. So if you're sick and tired all the time, you probably just want to have good energy, right? If you're emotionally triggered all the time, you probably just want to not be triggered and just have, hope and joy and love and feel empowered. And that's the thing. You can work on things to grow into that. So I love this quote by Jim Rohn, that success is something you attract by the person you become. Success is an energy that you exude, and what you put out in your energy is what you get back. And that's why I said your success, look at your world, look at the life around you. And even if you're looking at your life and thinking, oh, this is not good, that is a lack mindset because we all have many things that are amazing. Are you looking at what's amazing, or are you looking at one big thing that you're like, I don't like this, but you're missing the 100 other amazing things? A success mindset is something that you decide to have. You decide. And if you have to decide every day, every hour, every minute, then you decide. You keep going. That's a growth mindset. You decide to choose your thoughts carefully. You decide to choose your words carefully so that when you catch yourself saying, I can't afford that, I just sent out an energy that I don't like. I need to change that to, I can afford that, I just don't want to buy it right now. See how the difference is? You intentionally work on your beliefs, you change them, and you do it intentionally all day, every day, until it's a habit. Until it's a habit. So it's speaking life, not death, into your life. And every time you speak, you're sending an energy to what you're speaking about. It's putting a vibrational energy out, but it's putting it also in your body. So a success mindset is allowing flow and not resistance in your life. It's changing how you look at things. So if you feel unsuccessful in anything, it could be because you stopped working on it. Like if you had a goal, let's say the goal was to just eat better, eat a more whole, real food, nutritional plan. But if you feel unsuccessful at that, is it because you stopped? Is it because you never started? When you are working on your true inner self and working on your energy, you will go for these things. You will really go for what you want because you're going to feel better. So human beings are a work in progress, and every day it's important to do something to develop the best version of yourself, and essential oils are a way to do that. So I'm going to start talking about these 10 essential oils. And so how do essential oils actually help with a successful mindset? So when we smell an essential oil, the scent goes into the olfactory bulb and right into the limbic region of the brain, where emotions are managed, where beliefs are stored, where habits are stored. And according to Dr. David Stewart, who wrote, oh, do I even have his book here? I think it's on my desk. The ancient oils book. I forget the name of it, but it's the ancient oils book. In that book, he said that when we use essential oils with intent, the oils will magnify the intent. Think of intent as an affirmation. So essential oils are comprised of a frequency. So the oils can change your frequency. When you physically don't feel well, when emotionally you don't feel well, when you have negative limiting beliefs, you have a low frequency and you don't feel good. I mean, when you have a negative emotion, you don't feel good. Oils can raise your frequency. And when you use an oil with an intention or an affirmation, you are magnifying the frequency of the oil and directing your conscious and subconscious mind to what you desire. You're literally writing the program, this is what I desire. And I like to recite affirmations or state intentions as if they've already happened. Because if you start an intention or an affirmation with, I want, you will be left wanting. If you state it in the negative, like, I don't want to be sick anymore, sick is the operative frequency, and you're going to bring more sickness to you. So I'm actually going to give you affirmations to use with these oils. And with these oils, I have two ways that I'm recommending that you use them. The number one way is you must smell them. Topical application is only going to go so far. You have to get them into the limbic region of the brain. So you have to smell them and topically apply them. I want you to marinate yourself in these oils for 7 days. The ones that you have, and if you don't have them, I encourage you to get the rest. Marinate yourself. Okay, when I say marinate, I'm not talking just one drop of oil when you think about it. I'm talking about dripping oils constantly on yourself all day long, every day for 7 days. And you will shift. You will shift if you do it. Okay. And Young Living has these amazing blends with names that tell you exactly what they do. There is no secret about what these oils do. Just look at the label. All right. So let's dive in. All right. Abundance oil. All right. Where's my abundance oil? All right. Your affirmation. I am open to abundance because it is a blessing I can share with a grateful heart. This is such a great way to start your day. I'm actually going to give you the recipe of topically where I put these. But right now, if you want to topically apply, put it on the bottom of your feet. It's a great way to start your day. It's a great way to start a Monday. And you will have the best week ever. If you have ever had a negative thought about Monday, this will impact your entire week. Okay. So this is the oil that will help you change your default from glass half empty to glass full, not half full, glass full. It will shift you from lack mindset to successful mindset. Okay. So do you ever wonder why your attention travels to a place of lack at certain times when you really need success and abundance the most? Like, do you really want something and you have a goal, but you catch yourself saying, I can't afford that. I don't have the time. I don't know how I will get all this done. You know, I can't. When you actually need abundance, you need more time. You know, you want the money. You want the time to go on vacation. That's your default. This is going to change that. So abundance is an energy and a mindset. And abundance is more than financial. You can have abundant health, abundant relationships, abundant emotions. You know, It's abundant creativity, abundant joy, abundant love. It will help you be aware when you start sentences with I can't or I don't, which is lack. That's not success. When you feel abundant, other people will feel it and will be drawn to you. And positive situations and positive circumstances will be attracted to you. Does that mean that you'll never have a bad day, that you'll never encounter a negative person, that you'll never have a negative situation? Of course not. But you can shift it. You can shift how you respond to it. So this oil is frequently called the law of attraction oil because like attracts like. And it is packed with oils that historically have been used for abundance. Ancient cultures used myrrh, orange, and frankincense for abundance, for prosperity, for good fortune. And so you want to smell this oil while you project thoughts of prosperity and say affirmations that get you into a frequency of prosperity. And it'll help you release worry and false thoughts that you're not enough and that you don't have enough. It'll release that. And it does amazing things to oxygenate the brain, which can help with new neural pathways in the brain to change the default of lack to abundance. So put this on the bottom of your feet daily so that you are walking through your day with an abundant, successful mindset. And then make sure that you smell it. All right. Who loves the abundance oil? I love it. I will not start my day without it. I have 3 businesses. I must start my day with it for the sake of my 3 businesses. And even for the sake of my sanity. All right. All right. Where's my next oil? All right. Let's go to believe. I believe that I can, and therefore I will. Talk about a definitive, empowered statement. I believe that I can, and therefore I will. So have you ever had days, or maybe months or years, where you need to believe that something is going to work out and be okay, but you don't know how? And you start to worry and you spiral down the rabbit hole. This is where Believe oil is going to be your new best friend. Believe works with your energy to shift you to believing what right now is hard to believe because the reality of what you see hasn't matched to the belief. We all see things differently. 2 people can witness the same thing and have dramatically different statements about what happened. So this is changing your belief system so that you don't have to see something in order to believe in it. If you pray, can you see a prayer? Of course not, but you believe. All right. So when it seems like there are brick walls and roadblocks and detours in your path, and you wonder if what you really want is actually meant to be, that's when you work with this oil. You need to believe. If you don't believe in something that you want, it's not going to happen at all. You can take all the action steps you want. It will not happen. You have to believe. I have learned that over the years. And I've also learned that right before I'm about to have a major breakthrough, a brick wall appears. Believe oil kicks down the brick wall. Because I can't see on the other side of the brick wall, but I believe that what I want is on the other side. And I have to stay in belief. So when you deeply smell this oil, it works on despair and inadequacy to help you feel empowered when the reality around you feels very disempowering because you can't see it. So when you can believe and have faith in the end result, even if you don't know the exact path of how to get there, you're going to be amazed at how things start to appear and align to get you there. So every morning I love to pair this oil with abundance. You can put it on your stomach, which is your power center, because sometimes we just need to believe in abundance before we can actually see that we have abundance and success in our life. All right. Transformation is change. I'm literally going to go through the alphabet. We just did A, B, this is C, because transformation is change. I change the way I look at things, and the things I look at change. One of my favorite sayings. So where abundance oil helps you shift into a more positive mindset, and believe oil helps you into a more positive belief system, now it's time to transform and release the energy and change old patterns and old emotions that are holding you back. Transformation is presented to us every day and can happen if we allow it. If we resist it, situations will keep appearing to tap us on the forehead as a reminder that it's okay to change. It's okay to transform. And the more we ignore the tapping, the harder it gets. And people wonder why they get headaches. And I believe it's from ignoring the tapping. Transformation oil releases the I can't from your thoughts and words, the resistance to change that will bless your life, and the limiting beliefs that you're not enough. This is one of my favorite oils. Gary Young was brilliant when he created this and named it. Because when you use it every day, you may not notice the small transformations that are happening every day, but when you look back in 1 month or 1 year, you will be shocked. Absolutely shocked. So if you know that a positive shift or a redirection is needed in your life, this is your oil. So in 2014, I was still a full-time attorney in Washington, D.C., and I used this oil every day. I had no clue what it did, but I was drawn to it and I loved the smell, and I just loved the name of it. And what I found at the end of the year was that my mindset expanded to seeing so many possibilities for my life and my career, because I had opened Manifested Harmony while being a full-time attorney. And at the end of that year of using this, I walked away from DC, full-time legal work. I moved back home to Michigan. What this oil did was dropped a belief system in me that was not mine to begin with. A belief system that said I had to stay on track, stay with your career, keep your job. It has benefits. You get paid time off. You get health care. You work until you're 60 some years old. And then you retire and you die. Well, that's not my mindset. That's society's mindset. And so this oil redirected me onto a new track, and it has been an awesome ride to where I have far exceeded what I've done in my legal career. That's what this oil does. So if you have any goal that you want to reach, abundance, believe, and transformation will absolutely make you a believer. And here's the thing, you don't even need to know what you need to transform. That's where this oil works its magic. Use it every day and let it work for you. So I like to smell it, and topically, I put it on my forehead. This is your intuition center. It's your thoughts. You need to transform your thoughts. Okay? Very cool. I love this stuff. All right, we've gone ABC. Let's go to D, dream catcher. With every decision I make and every step I take, I am catching my dream. Isn't that an awesome affirmation? Dream catcher will help you manifest what you desire. But do you struggle with negative thoughts? Do you talk yourself out of your dreams? It's not the right time. Not right now. I'm working full time. The kids are still at home. I'm taking care of somebody who's ill. I don't feel good. Are you literally talking yourself out of it? That means you have trouble catching your dream, catching your goal. And it's by struggling to take the action toward the dream that your heart desires, because you're having thoughts that are talking you out of it. Dreamcatcher will help you visualize, will help you believe, and will help you take action. And when you work with this oil every day until you see movement, you will not look back on 2023 and wonder, where did the year go? You will not get to December 31st, 2023 and say, I didn't do anything for the goal that I had set this year. I'm exactly where I was on January 1st of 2023, and exactly where I was January 1st, 2022, 2021, 2020, 2019, and so on and so on. And you start to feel like you're stuck and you're going nowhere. And that is a horrible feeling to have, because that is not growth. That's not growth. Let Dreamcatcher help you. So you want to smell the oil. Take a big, deep breath. Smell the oil. I just cannot get enough of this one. And then you also want to apply it on your crown. Apply it on your crown. All right. Next one, E. E is for energy. I take care of my body and emotions that give me energy to pursue my dreams. So we know that energy is the oil to help you with physical energy. I mean, it's really great when you topically apply it over your adrenals. I mean, it really, I mean, the name says it all, energy. But energetically and emotionally, this oil can help you feel supported when you feel alone, that you have to do everything on your own. That's exhausting just thinking about that. I have to do everything on my own. It will lift you mentally and emotionally to get done what you need to get done. Your goals and dreams won't manifest without action. So it'll support you so that you don't shut down, so that you can rebuild your energy and release the pattern of overwork and stress. Because when you're overworked and stressed, that's negative emotions. You're going to get stressed out and you're going to get resentful and you're going to shut down. So that's what this oil is great for. So where's my energy? Where's my energy oil? So, whoops. So you want to smell the oil. And then I like to put it like around the belly button area. That's the sacral chakra. That's good for energy. All right, let's go to the next one. F. F is for forgiveness. Everyone makes mistakes, and mistakes are merely lessons that we all face. Forgiveness is a tough one for people, really tough. Most people think they're doing good in the forgiveness department, but we're really not. We're really not. When we don't forgive someone or a situation or even ourselves for something that was done or something that was left undone, all we're doing is ingesting poison and hoping that the other person or situation will croak. We're poisoning ourselves because that other person probably has no idea that you have unforgiveness. Okay? Forgiveness is a beautiful thing if we can bring ourselves to the frequency to reach it. And that's what the forgiveness oil does. It takes you into a frequency to forgive. Forgiveness doesn't excuse bad behavior. That's not what, this has nothing to do with the other person. This is all about you. What this does, forgiveness prevents someone else's behavior from destroying your heart. I'm going to say that again. Forgiveness prevents someone else's behavior from destroying your heart. Okay? It's a gift that you give to yourself. Lack of forgiveness doesn't harm the other person, but it will make you sick. It will make you sick. So to forgive, my cat Dobby is here. There's his tail. Dobby, get your tail out of the way. Now he wants to play. Here's some forgiveness oil. Forgiveness is an act of self-love. Forgiveness is all about you, and it releases the poison that it creates in your body. So this blend helps you move past this barrier that's going to hold you back in life. It also helps to bring a person into higher awareness and vibrational frequency to the point where you will feel compelled to forgive. Like, I mean, you just feel like, I've got to let this go. Like, this is ridiculous. I have to let it go. You feel compelled to let it go, let the negative emotions go, and move forward. Because at the end of the day, everyone makes mistakes. That's how I like to come at forgiveness. Everybody makes mistakes. Okay? So this blend smells so divine, like you could wear it as perfume. So take in a big inhalation of this glorious blend. You can even think of the person or the situation that you are forgiving and let them drift off in a hot air balloon. Like they're gone. They're gone. To where you think about it and you're just neutral about it. That's how you know you've forgiven. If you're triggered, you haven't been forgiven. You haven't forgiven. But if you're neutral, if you're like, yeah, who cares? That was so long ago. You forgave. You've released it. You also want to topically apply it over your heart. Because things that need forgiving also have lessons to teach us. All right, let's go to G, gratitude. I look around with loving eyes and see that there is so much to be grateful for in my life. That is a great affirmation because yes, you may have a big pink elephant in your life and you're like, oh, this is problematic, or this is something that I've been working toward and it hasn't happened, but you're ignoring everything else in your life. Focus on everything else that's amazing. Use transformation oil to change the way you look at things, and the things you look at change, and you will look back on that pink elephant and say, oh my gosh, I have a pink elephant. This is awesome. Look around with loving eyes and see that there's so much to be grateful for in your life. Gratitude is a major component of having a successful mindset because you live from a grateful heart, a grateful mind, and grateful actions when you have gratitude. You find appreciation for all, and you're thankful for what you have rather than festering about what you don't have. And when gratitude is your focus as you go through your day, you will attract more to be grateful for. What you focus on, what you put your energy on is what comes back to you like a boomerang. So are you talking about all the aches or pains that you have? Or are you talking about, I love that I got my 10,000 steps in today. That's something to be grateful for. The universe loves a grateful person and will give you more to be grateful for when you exude a genuine gratitude. It's not just writing out the same 3 things in your journal that you're grateful for. It's finding genuine gratitude throughout the day. So even if you're physically struggling right now, find gratitude that you're still on this planet and you have options and opportunities. If you're struggling financially, be grateful that you have a roof over your head, a bed to sleep in, clothes to wear, food in your kitchen. If you detest your work and your boss, be grateful that you have work to support your lifestyle, to put that roof over your head while you work on changing your mindset. You know, with any situation, there's always something, someone that would love to have what you have. They would exchange your life in an instant. And we will all get a serious lesson in gratitude at some point in our life. And if you haven't already had it, It will happen. Everyone gets a serious lesson in gratitude. And you either get the lesson or you're going to repeat it. So gratitude is very important. And the oil of gratitude has some very powerful grounding, empowering, and emotionally balancing oils that awaken and expand your heart and connect you to the flow of life. Smell this. Put it on your stomach, power center. Gratitude comes from your power center in your stomach. All right, let's go to H. Humility. I accept myself and I am enough as I work on the best version of myself. We're all a work in progress. I don't think anybody ever gets to the point where they say, I'm done. I'm good. I've literally done everything. I am the absolute phenomenal, most awesome, best version of myself. I don't think anybody ever gets there because we're humans and we're here to grow and learn all the time. I look at my almost 85-year-old father. He is always growing and learning at his age. Okay, so accept yourself. You are enough as you work on the best version of yourself. So humility. All right, where's my humility oil? Humility is the step that you take after forgiveness so that you can learn from it and transform. It helps to counter the emotions of, all the negative emotions of agitation, anger, frustration, bitterness, jealousy, I'm not good enough, resentment, stress. I mean, just all the negative emotions. It is a very sweet smelling oil that will stop you from self-criticism and keep you emotionally and spiritually strong, no matter what is whirling around you. When you feel humble, you can experience more sweetness in life. It's the sweetness that keeps you emotionally and spiritually strong, no matter what is going on. So with humility, I like to put humility on my throat. So you speak with humility. Okay. Oh, that's such a beautiful oil. All right. Let's go to I, inspiration. Now this one is temporarily out of stock. I don't know how temporary it is. But if you have it, this is a really important oil. Your affirmation is, when I listen to my heart's desires, I am inspired to take action to make them a reality. So we often experience times when we don't have one drop of inspirational juice left in us. We're overwhelmed with work and family and obligations. And so if there is something that you're passionate about, that passion is going to get zapped first because you're overwhelmed. And when you're overwhelmed, your energy drops into fear, and then it drops into non-action. When you need a surge of inspiration to stay out of fear and to not go into non-action, this is your oil. It is inspiration for your mind, inspiration for physical action. Diffuse it. Oh, this is amazing. Put it on your forehead. Put it on your forehead. I love to go to this oil when I have an intense writing project, when I'm creating, like creating this class, when I have writer's block and I have a looming deadline. I mean, it's got oils like cedarwood, sandalwood, and frankincense that calm the mind and help you connect to your inner source so that the ideas and inspiration can flow. It connects you with spirit, with God, with source. I mean, it is a powerful oil. I love this oil. So I hope it comes back soon. I know it was in stock a couple of months ago and a lot of people got it. So if you have it, use it. All right, last oil, J, for joy. When I embrace joy each morning, good things happen in my life. Joy is contagious, and it's a great thing to have to attract in all that you want in life. No one wants to hang out with somebody who is joyless. And you may find that lack of joy is impacting your relationships, your business, your finances, your health, your emotions. The easiest way to know if you have joy in your life is to check in with your emotions. When you're feeling sad, stressed, anxious, depressed, and a host of other unwanted emotions, that's giving you a temperature on your joy thermometer. You need joy. Bringing more joy into your life simply starts with the decision to have it. Smell your oil, take the steps. If there is a person that is taking the joy out of your life, don't spend time with that person if you can. If you can limit your time or eliminate them from your life, don't let them take your joy. And a good first step is to start wearing this every day as perfume. All right. People who are, Rudy, what are you doing? I think he's going to jump up on the bookcase. I have found that a lot of people are repelled by the scent of joy. What your body is telling you is that it's out of frequency with the frequency of joy. So don't feel bad if you smell joy and it smells horrible to you. Don't feel bad, because all you have to do is work with this oil and you will get into the frequency of it, and then you will crave it. Okay? So joy goes on the heart and also to be smelled. All right. So here is with these 10 oils, where I like to put them, if you know what the 7 primary chakras are. Okay. Abundance on the feet and the kidneys, that's your earth and root chakra. Energy around the belly button, that's your sacral. Believe or gratitude on your stomach, that's your solar plexus. Forgiveness or joy over the heart, that's your heart chakra. Humility on the throat, throat chakra. I forgot to add inspiration on this page, but inspiration or transformation on the third eye. And then, or you can also do inspiration on the crown, along with dream catcher on your crown chakra. If you do this every day for a minimum 7 days, minimum, I would actually encourage you to do this for 30 days straight. And if you do this 30 days straight, I don't think you're ever going to stop using these oils, because you're going to feel it. You're going to feel a difference. And I'll be honest with you, it can be a daily task to consciously choose a successful mindset, consciously choose my thoughts that result in the right positive empowered feelings, that create the right positive empowered action steps that then bring the results, and then the self-fulfilling prophecy that if I change my thoughts, if I change the way I look at things, the things I look at change. So I highly recommend minimum 7 days. I encourage minimum 30 days. And then I don't think you'll ever stop using these oils. All right. So I hope you decide that this year will be better. So I hope you look at the Sacred Shift and you join me in the Sacred Shift community. If you are in my essential oil team, contact me, because you get a 50% discount on that community. I hope you get started. If you're not using Young Living oils, I hope you get started. Or I hope you get re-engaged with the oils. And if you're not using the oils, you can customize your oil journey. So whoever invited you to watch this, get with them and they will help you get these oils. If I invited you, there's my information. It's got my enroller number, and you get all sorts of private training. All right. So last but not least, because I love to blend oils and crystals together, if you love crystals and if you don't know why you love them, I really encourage you to hop into one of my crystal classes. I teach the basic class 3 times a year, the animal class twice a year, and the advanced class twice a year. So they're coming up. They're coming up. And a lot of them will not come back until the fall, until like October. Okay. So if you are like, okay, I have these crystals and Allie keeps talking about them, I will teach you the science that will then help you understand the spiritual. Okay. They're really amazing classes, and I offer certifications. All right. So let's stay connected. You can find all the information of what I talked about on my website and on my social media pages. And I am going to, oh, thanks for the comments. I appreciate that. I am going to stop the recording so that those of you here live can ask some questions. So for those who are watching the recording, thanks for watching. And I hope this helps.